San Francisco, we are underway. Raiders won the toss and deferred, and the Niners coming out at the 26-yard line. Ayu Blue Kelly is starting opposite Eric Stokes as the corners. Purdy's throwing. Ricky Pearsall in his second year being a first-round pick right in front of Eric Stokes made the grab. As Kyle Juszczyk, the veteran fullback in motion, and play action for Purdy. He has space, he throws, Pearsall again, and he's out near midfield. He landed Roberts and Devin White, the two linebackers he caught between. Christian McCaffrey, Trent Williams, their stars not playing today. A handoff, Max Crosby in regular season form. He gobbles up Patrick Taylor on a loss of 5.
Yeah, Colt McKivitz, he never had a chance. Watch number 68, he's the right tackle. And Crosby, all he does is just swim move. It's just a quick swim.
Max Crosby, 105 tackles for loss since he came in the league. They did try the other way, and it goes much worse. Tyree Wilson had a Butler. They blocked it up, and it's 3rd and San Francisco for the Niners.
Setting edges. I love when you set an edge. As the old linebacker in me, Rich, you set an edge. Watch Tyree Wilson. He's the number 9.
Passion in the running game than Max Crosby.
Patrick Cram, the defensive coordinator, told us yesterday we better set the edge. Purdy to throw. Open man, and it's caught. First down, Ricky Pearsall, his 3rd catch of the opening drive. It's a pick of a 21, and if you're the Niners, no Juwan Jennings, no Brandon Ayuk till October. They're going to lean on this guy.
Yeah, watch Devin White, though. He's the linebacker in the middle. He jumps up, and he tries to go for the underneath.
Veteran out of LSU. Pearsall 3 for 42. He's on the sideline. Purdy. He's got Isaiah Hodgins, the former Giant, and it's another first down. Team took a step back offensively. They were 4th in total yards last year. Toss play to Taylor, trying to get outside. And the Raiders chase it down, maybe a pickup of 2.
For here, who are going to be the guys to step up now for this offense?
Straight into Washington. Purdy will play fake again. Downfield, that's caught. DeMarcus Robinson in stride in front of Eric Stokes. Tight coverage.
Because the ball got stripped out of his hands, but the officials did take a look, ruled it an interception. Game over. Patriots win.
Hands and almost picked off. Right on cue, and Polamalu was right there again. Purdy trying to throw quick again, moving out of the pocket. Giving chase in the pump fake and out of bounds. Nice pursuit for the Raiders. Thomas Booker defense, but he played a part. 11th play of the opening drive for the Niners. Purdy and Pratt, closest one. Miscommunication with the receiver, Tyree Wilson. Thomas Morstead, the veteran punter, to put it down. The kick is up, and the kick is through. So the Niners will lengthen the opening drive by the Raiders organization. We're back underway here in the opening quarter. Sincere McCormick with the kickoff return, and he is belted out by the 30 by Curtis Robinson.
Off to the races.
And that is Ashton Jeanty, who was right behind Geno Smith. Passing on first down, taking a shot for Bowers. Oh, what a grab! Over the safety, Jair Brown, and that's a pickup of 30. Now that looked good.
Hey, tell you what, this is really good coverage by Brown on the outside against the best tight end in football. I mean, this is a great throw and a great catch. I don't know how you can coach any different.
That's just big boy football, right? You got Moss. That's what.
This is the rookie, Ashton Jeanty. He had 3 carries in his preseason debut for -1 yards. They didn't have any holes like that. 2 rookies on the field. Dante Thornton out there as well. Geno Smith looking for Thornton on the deep ball, and just missed him. Diameter Lenore, the veteran corner, on 3rd and 5. The Raiders need to get to the 32. It's a handoff to Jeanty. He's got the first and a couple of yards more. The 1st and 10 on the Niners 30. Trying to head towards the end zone again for Thornton, and it's incomplete. His 8th year out of UCLA, the 1st-round pick. Geno Smith's going to throw again. He's got Ashton Jeanty with a chance to break through it. He is popped. He still bounced off the tackle, but a massive hit. Plenty of time. He's got Mostert. He's got to make a missed tackle, and he cannot get out of the tackle. So Carlson from 41 yards away to try and tie this game. And we are knotted at 3. Carlson again with the angle. And there's Bergen on the return for the Niners. And Dylan Laube down there to make the tackle. He had a whale of a game last week, special teams and in the backfield, including a receiving touchdown. Brock Purdy is out of the game. Mac Jones is in the game, and a big tackle. Roberts the last 2 years in Pittsburgh. Raiders coming with a blitz. Mac Jones out to the flat. It's caught. Jermaine Pratt is right there, along with the newest member of the Raiders, Terrell Edmonds. 15th overall pick by the Patriots in 2021. Fires over the middle. It's caught. He threw it low, but Hodgins, the veteran wideout, went down to make the grab. They pick up 10 and another first down. They go quickly. They try it up the middle. It's Kiner again. Couple of yards pushing through. Brock Purdy did not play last week. He started this game. He went 5 of 7. He hit his first 5 passes. Gives way to Mac Jones.
Not the type of performance Kyle Shanahan was expecting from his offense a week ago.
2nd and 6. Jones.
Oh.
And it's picked off. Jeremy Chin stepped in front. And he's got a Raiders takeaway in Niners territory.
Certified number 11. And this time he's lined up at the line of scrimmage. So you think he's going to come on a blitz or a rush. He jumps back in the coverage and the full extension for the interception. I told you, he's the most versatile player for this Raiders defense, and he makes another play.
And he watched the eyes of the quarterback.
After going in the 10 after the last drive. And he gets the ball immediately. Not a whole lot of room, and he's dragged down by Bryce Huff.
In terms of being lower and having better leverage at the line of scrimmage.
Run again with Genty. That's a bulldozer. He is bouncing off defenders and dragged down. And Max Crosby's the first one off the sideline to give him a high five.
You just talked about this offensive line, Rich. And this is what they do. They're creating gaps and creating holes. And we mentioned it. There's not a running back I can think that can go from 0 to 100 like Ashton Genty.
182 pounds of him to give him an extra few yards. Genty with 4 carries for 29 yards. The throw, it's Jacoby Myers in the flat. And he takes it into the red zone. Jair Brown pointing to the right spot. You, Rich Gannon, Kirk Morrison on point. 2nd and 6. Genty trying to bounce it outside. Ooh, and almost decapitated. 3rd down and 3 in the red zone. Gino over the middle. It's caught. Tucker. He got a tiny bit of space in front of Winters. He was touched down. The play blown dead. And that is a first down near the 10-yard line as we have hit the end of the first quarter.
It's as good as it gets.
Go put this in the end zone in front of the old silver and black. 1st and 10, start of the 2nd quarter. Geno Smith to the end zone is just shy, but it's caught. Michael Mayer at the 1. Genty, the handoff. And he cannot find the end zone. Stopped right at the line. Raiders did not get much of a push. 3 tight ends on the field. Ian Thomas the 3rd. Genty again. Bounced it outside. Using the power. Reaches. Touchdown, Genty. His first as a member of the silver and black. And he does it in front of Marcus Allen.
And watch the leg drive. The one thing when you saw Ashton Genty in college, it's the leg drive. See those legs keep moving? That's power, leg drive, and Ashton Genty with the finish.
And watch his quarterback. Watch Geno Smith come over here and get some of this action. I love that about Geno.
He's the first one to congratulate him, Rich.
And that's the capper of a drive that started with a Jeremy Chin interception. Carlson tacks it on. Genty will keep that football.
Playing today, no doubt about that. Tim, I think about your career and the accomplishments that you had, all the big catches, all the big yards, the touchdowns. But what's amazing to me is you had to do it with so many different quarterbacks.
Came in, he did a pretty good job for us, but then we had guys that were pretty much journeymen in the NFL, and everybody was trying to do their best. Hey, the one thing I figured out though, Rich, every quarterback can throw the ball 5, 10, 15 yards over the middle of the field. Those are the routes I was running.
And you know what every quarterback can do?
Number 33.
15-yard penalty.
That's Jamal Adams who got in there like he was.
Man, it was great for me. I told my agent when I came into the league, I didn't know what kind of receiver I could be, but I thought I could make a living returning punts and kicks in the NFL.
Well, there goes a long run by Corey Kiner, and he stayed on his feet before being tracked down from behind. That's a big pickup. Another guy who might make it to special teams. He's showing a burst on a 19-yard run, but he is still down. And Tim Brown still with us down there field level here. We'll take a look at this play by Corey Kiner.
Yeah, that's just one.
Looked at back in the tunnel. So after his 19-yard run, they run with Keyshawn Vaughn, and he is stuck. Jonah Laulu. In the first half last week in Seattle. Mac Jones, quick throw, great catch. Russell Gage Jr. laid out to make the grab.
Yeah, Ricky Pearsall's got to be your number one now. Yeah. I know you drafted him in the first round to be your one, and he's going to be elevated quickly.
Keyshawn Vaughn bouncing into the secondary. Caillou Blue-Kelly cleans it up, but Vaughn picks up 10 on the first down. Starters played except for Trent Williams. The opening drive here in the second quarter, different story. Mac Jones lobs it, open man, first down, inside the 5. Luke Farrell in his 5th year out of Ohio State. Jacksonville, more of their blocking tight end. First and goal, handoff to Vaughn, and he's sucked before the goal line. Caillou Blue-Kelly again coming up to make those tough tackles. He gets the handoff, and he lowers the shoulder, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jeff Wilson with the 6 for the Niners.
You know, you get these opportunities, you get one-on-one, the one-on-one in the hole. I want you to watch 44, Tommy Aiken.
So their second lengthy drive in their first 3 here in the game. Moody adds the extra point. And we are tied at 10. Only work on over the course of the next couple of weeks. Jake Moody lobs it towards the corner. Zamir White from the 4, coming out with the kick return. And he's taken down at the 31-yard line. Taking over, he played 2.5 quarters last week. To Raheem Mostert into the flat. And cannot get away from Bethune on the tackle. Mostert hops into the hole, picks up about 3.
Man-to-man.
Niners bring a blitz, so O'Connell didn't see it. And he's sacked. Nick Martin, the 3rd-round pick out of Oklahoma State. He was a tackling machine in Stillwater, and he's got a sack.
Yeah, it was just an inside twist. And you've got to be able to see this inside twist right here. And you've got to be able to pass that off. And this is a second-team offensive line.
A.J. Cole to kick it away. Had a nice week last week in Seattle. Junior Bergen, the rookie out of Montana. And great job in special teams getting down there, the rookie. Darian Porter. Classic Grambling, Jackson State at the end of October right here in Allegiant Stadium. Keyshawn Vaughn, the carry. Tyree Wilson, Thomas Booker, hold of his ankles. Played at Maryland State in the 60s. Mac Jones lobbing down the field. It's caught. DeMarcus Robinson across midfield. Chris Smith made the tackle. That goes for 24.
Just over the head of Matt Jones, just working down the field.
I don't know what.
The safety, that's where he fit that one into. That was a pretty good throw there by Mac Jones.
He is 5 of 6 since taking over for Brock Purdy. He's trying to get to the corner. He will step out of bounds on the Niners sideline. He picked up about 5. Josh McDaniels was his offensive coordinator before becoming the head coach here of the Raiders. Keyshawn Vaughn runs right into his line. Falls forward. Matt Jones there to...
I want to see the big plays off the edge.
Raiders come with a blitz. Matt Jones saw it, threw it quickly. Oh, and the second effort tackle. Tommy Eichenberg pushed him forward. DeMarcus Robinson.
The 10-year vet's going to win that every time.
Jeff Wilson gets the toss. Gets a block from Tonjes. And Chris Smith, last man in defense after a 9-yard pickup to make the tackle.
Corner's going to have to tackle.
Try this toss play to the other side. With patience, and again, Wilson with some late flags. At the end of that run, Eichenberg made the tackle. A couple of flags from different positions came in.
There were 2 fouls by the offense on the play. Holding, number 3, this penalty's declined. Holding, number 88, 10-yard penalty, replay, second down.
Second and 9, it's a run play again. Keyshawn Vaughn this time stretched out and taken 7. Mac Jones back to the ear, saw the blitz, throw to the outside, incomplete for Hodgins.
Raiders defensive coordinator Patrick Graham.
And that kick sails wide left. It is Zamir White with the downhill run, and he spins his way forward out to the 48-yard line. Added some weight last year. He thought he was playing too big. He took some of that off here. O'Connell with some patience. Bachman across the line, and there is Nick Martin.
Yeah, you're my +1 last night.
That's right.
You're my +1, man. Special thanks to Callie Welsh, Katie Flath, and Lindsey Sanders. They do a great job with the Raider alumni.
That's a great throw to the rookie Jack Besh. Second-round pick. Dante Thornton was 4th-round pick, part of the Raiders' new-look receiving corps. Donald dumps it to Sincere McCormick with a nice move. And that second effort to get out of bounds will stop the clock after a 9-yard pickup.
Comes the blitz.
O'Connell
Can't hold it.
pumped and sacked. Brought down. Trevis Gibson, the veteran. That'll be 3rd down and long, and a timeout taken after a loss of 8.
Yeah, it's been a big, tough day for Antonio.
Down to 3 on the play clock. They back out of it. O'Connell's got some time. Eyes came down. He's got Besh again.
Hanging in the pocket. Great job hanging in the pocket.
Out of 45 seconds in the half. Dumps it short, and Mostert couldn't hang on.
Oh, he's offensive line having troubles with match protect.
That drop was his first incompletion. Oh, almost grabbed. He lobbed it out there for Besh. Working on Darrell Luter. With 36 seconds, Raiders do have 1 timeout left. O'Connell over the middle. That's caught inside the 20 for a first down. Out of timeouts with 30 seconds to go.
Right tackle. He's been getting away with a couple plays.
Full start. Offense number 77. 5-yard penalty. First down.
Niners bring just 4. And Mumford takes the edge, and Ian Thomas drops it. You know what, though? If he doesn't get out of bounds, remember, I'm going to put the Raiders in front before halftime. Throws near side. He's got Colin Johnson and gets out of bounds. In front of the tackle from Chase Lucas, it'll be 3rd down. Donald trying to find his progression. Throw it away. He does throw it away. Just sneaks it inside that left upright. Tom McMahon, special teams coordinator, is Carlson with 8 seconds left. Boots this one all the way through the end zone. And again, if you're just getting caught up on the new rules of this year's kickoff, and they will not choose to make any plays. They take a knee, and that is how the first half comes to an end with the Raiders leading 13-10. Some real good positives here from the offense here in the first half. Put 3 scoring drives together.
You know, there with a great play as part of the underneath coverage and all these things that we've seen our guys do in practice and we've seen on tape for years. It's been great.
Well, that's a guy you drafted in the 6th round. Tommy Mellott with some fancy footwork.
There we go, Tommy.
And he takes it out to the 43. You know, that's a perfect example. You guys drafted 11 players.
Yeah, if you're not a starter in the NFL, you need to be able to be a functional and really good player on 4th down and on as many phases as you can, and that just brings value to you. So we can do 11 every year. We'll do great things with it. But it's good to see, you know, Charles and Caleb out there right now. Jack Besh is out there, and I just love watching these guys compete.
Alex Bachman found a window, and Aiden O'Connell delivered.
We're in that state, and it's not a big state, but there's a lot of pressure to be the starting quarterback at North Dakota State.
You know, one of the things, John, is you played the linebacker position. You know what it looks like on Diablo. But to bring in the guys that you did in Pratt, obviously Devin White and Landon Roberts, convert Jamal Adams from a safety to now a linebacker. Just
after the penalty, it's 1st and 20, and Raheem Mostert gets the carry. And the veteran picks up about 5. You know, you come into camp and people, especially around now.
You know, I'm encouraged with the competition everywhere and the depth that we've been able to generate at some of the spots.
And the depth of that tight ends. But here, Ismail's had a couple of big catches here in this ball game. And it's picked up about 8.
You kind of know how he'll respond when it gets tough. It's not going to be a surprise. It's not going to shock him. He's going to get up off the mat and keep competing.
So important at that position.
O'Connell throws the interception. Bachman, the intended receiver, but Chase Lucas stepped in front.
Can't make that throw.
Or that late. You got to throw it out of bounds or do something different. Not that.
From sideline gear, jerseys to collectibles and exclusive drops, everything Real Fans, the official team store of the Las Vegas Raiders. Shop in store and online at Raiders.com.
No, it's a throw you can't make. I mean, the defender ran the route for the receiver. Just on those out-breaking routes, you got to see out in front of it.
And again, the Raiders defense, too many yards allowed in the first half, just like last week. 3 scoring drives. Nice play by Chris Smith. He got in the backfield to make Jeff Wilson try to cut it outside, and it's a loss.
Yeah, the competition at safety, right? Chris Smith realizing he's got to make some plays. He's got to show that he's got to make this 53-man roster from being able to come from that.
On 3rd down, this is a 3rd and a full 10. Snowden off the edge. Mac Jones avoids, and that's going to be pass interference. Greedy Vance in coverage, trying to stay with Russell Gage Jr., and it's going to be a 1st down for San Francisco.
Pass interference, defense number 41. Spot of the foul is where the ball will be placed. 1st down.
For that undefeated season, then last year at USC. Mac Jones over the middle. It's a completion to the 33-yard line. Terrell Owens, 3rd all-time in NFL receiving yards. Tariq Owens almost 19 yards a catch in his final year at Missouri State. That to Chosen.
A little bit. Went to Jacksonville. Got a chance to play last year behind a pretty bad offensive line.
Charles Snowden for the Seahawks after not playing last week against the Raiders. On 3rd and 4, Mac Jones trying to get it with his feet. He's tracked down by Snowden from behind, and he didn't get there. 53 and was on the defense all last year. On 4th down, Mac Jones. That is caught, and it's a 1st down. Tight window.
Can't even get a hand in there.
Just post up.
Jones dumped it down. Mac Jones couldn't make the initial tackle.
Tension that they've had on tackling today. The corners, they're going to get better at it. But they've got to, he said, bring the fight to the offensive line. They've got to do that.
1st and 10. Nice play up the middle. A little strong leg drive. Vaughn empties the backfield on 2nd and 7 for Jones. To the middle, and it's off the hands of Hodgins. And the whistles blow. Andre Carter is there.
Before the snap, false start, offense number 76. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
Raiders showing a blitz. Here they come. Jones steps up, open man. Gage trying to spin away, and Chris Smith makes the tackle.
Of the defense.
And let's see if he comes with some broccolini here. Man, boy, the whistle's dead. Chosen caught it, but those whistles were way before the snap.
False start.
Before the snap, false start, offense number 76.
That's 2 in a row on him.
This is before the snap, 4th down.
Oh, jeez.
Barely snuck that through.
Tell you what, 49ers are bringing a kicker in again next week.
He had such a great, strong finish to his career to really put him over the edge to get into the Hall of Fame. Here with the silver and black, Dylan Laube coming out on the kick return. He's been great on special teams in the preseason. And he takes it out to the 36-yard line. And, you know, while we're talking about EA and part of the...
During the return,
Greg, more than 20 years in the Raiders broadcast booth.
Holding number 18, this penalty's decline. Holding number 26, 10-yard penalty, 1st down.
Hands it off to Sincere McCormick. Spun down after a pickup of about 3.
It's all about consistency and production at the quarterback position.
Cedric Jackson makes the catch. Jackson last week had the 41-yard touchdown grab up in Seattle from Cam Miller. Niners back out of the blitz, out of the backfield. It's a first down. Raheem Mostert moves the chains in front of the linebacker, Nick Martin. Again, some good work here, too, to find out who's going to be part of the 53-man roster. O'Connell underneath, Carter Runyon with some space. Jackson blocking downfield, and Carter Runyon across midfield. O'Connell over the middle and over the head. He had Runyon. He had him streaking down the seam, and he just didn't put enough air under it. Off his back foot, same look and throw, and Kadir Ismail couldn't bring it in. Now the Niners are running it back like it's a fumble, but it was blown incomplete as soon as the ball hit the ground. Good protection out of the backfield. It's Carter Runyon, and the tight end's got the first down.
Kid out of Towson, Runyon has definitely had a terrific camp.
He's now got 5 catches in a game and a half. O'Connell climbs the pocket out of the backfield. He dumps it to McCormick. And he's chopped down at the 30 by Lucas. There is a flag down, though, in the backfield.
Holding, offense number 60. It's a 10-yard penalty. Replay, first down.
Keep in mind, guys, and I know you know this.
5 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to the air. Ooh. Runyon, the intended receiver, Saran Neal.
Because that could turn into a real headache for your receiver running that shoot route.
Try to get some of the yards on the ground. Mostert picks up 3.
Yeah, we need to get in the field goal range right here. Get some points, take the lead. Let's see what we got. There we go. Get in the flat.
He's got Cedric Jackson. I got caught by, but to your point, they picked up the yards needed for the.
This is a sniper right here. Come on, baby. Easy work. There we go. Best kicker in the world.
Max, what I love about you is your relentless pursuit of excellence. And I just think your passion and your motor. And what I'm seeing, you tell me if I'm wrong, I just watch the players on the boundary. Offensive players, defensive players running out in the field, congratulating their teammates.
You know, Max, it feels like forever ago that you would have been on the field here in the fourth quarter trying to, you were a 4th-round pick out of Eastern Michigan. Like, do you ever stop and think, like, that these guys are doing what I did?
Some, pointers as they're going along this journey. I want to see those guys win. And everybo's out here to make this team and make an impact. And I'm trying.
Bradley, who's in under center, and the sneak works for a first down.
You can almost see it coming.
All right. You want to find out, Jason?
I was told Kirk was the nicest person of all time. I drilled him. Oh, and he hung in the pocket and found Robbie Chosen. That is a great throw by Carter Bradley as Trevin Ma'ai hit him right in the midsection for 26 yards.
That's a big-time throw. You're going to see him just stare down the barrel. He's got the receiver, and this ball.
Turner handed to Jeff Wilson. Nice tackle. Tommy Eichenberg coming down the line. Matt Millen. Bradley dumps it to Keyshawn Vaughn and Hudson Clark. Through 7+ quarters, just 1 sack. Bradley loads up, and it's off the hands. Chosen had gotten a step on J.T. Woods, but he barely made his 26-yarder. This is from 50, and that is good. So Jake Moody is 3 for 4.
Hall. It was the 10th anniversary of George Thorogood and the Delaware Destroyers. How about that?
He put on a concert in your dorm?
My dorm. Because that was the first.
But he's like 20 years older than you.
No, but that was
President Biden, the pride of Delaware, of the state. Cam Miller was 6 of 7 last week. That's a great look. He and Cedric Jackson having a nice connection here in the preseason. Tough grab.
And he's showing he takes every rep as if it's his last rep.
He hands it off to Dylan Laube, who's had some plays on special teams. Last week, Laube had 34 yards rushing on 5 carries.
He definitely has a big chip on his shoulder. He's been overlooked his entire life. He said, I don't like things to be easy.
There's Collier into Saran Neal for a first down.
Mental toughness. He's accurate. Great anticipation. And he loves football.
He led scoring drives last week in Seattle, and you know, he's got the Raiders
Rhythm, on-time thrower. That's what he kept talking about.
Here comes the blitz, and he's throwing downfield, and it's over the head of the newly acquired Marquez Callaway.
Love the fact that this guy's been around a lot of football.
On 3rd and 5, and that's caught. He delivered it to the tight end, Albert Okwuegbunam, making the grab for a first down.
On-time, precision throws. I mean, we keep seeing it over and over again from Cam Miller.
Now the Raiders are showing their depth at tight end over the last couple of weeks. Chris Collier with a run up the middle. That's the largest hole they've had, and Collier picked up 10 yards.
I can give you some of that downhill running ability and special teams.
Well, you said the right side of that offensive line. That includes Laki Tassi. Cam Miller to the end zone. Over the head of Albert O.
A guy that has natural physical size and athletic ability.
I mean, he is pushing people. Laube tried to hop into the hole. Again, Surratt hopped in there to make the tackle. It'll be, that was 3rd down and 1. 324 consecutive passes without a pick. He does hand it off to Chris Collier, and he keeps the legs driving. Miller with an empty set. To the end zone. Too high for Ismail. And this from 30 to give the Raiders the lead. And the silver and black are back in front.
The young guy. That speaks volumes about Geno Smith's leadership on his football team.
Dallas Flowers hopped through a defender, and Colin Johnson made the tackle around the ankles. So
Chip and Geno go to work this year for the Raiders.
Carter Bradley back to work, sidearm throw. It's flung out to Braden Willis. Tight end takes it out to the 37 on a pickup of 7.
For Carter Bradley out here against this Raider second and third string defense.
They throw out to Junior Bergen. Sam Webb's got it wrapped up. 3rd down and 2 for his son Carter Bradley. Who is sacked? Oh, that was fast. Andre Carter got in the backfield. First sack of the day for the Raiders is a loss of 6.
Nobody blocks him.
Find out here on a 4th down and 8. They need to get to the 40-yard line. They do come with pressure. Bradley steps up. It's caught. Oh, and Tonjes reached the ball across. We'll see where they spot it.
They're under a minute and a half.
Yeah. Niners do have 2 timeouts remaining. Bradley dumps the screen to Jeff Wilson. He gets a block, and Jeff Wilson into Raiders territory. He picks up 17 yards. Michael Barrett escorted him out. Bradley back to the air. Taking a shot deep down the field. Into double coverage and almost picked off. Hudson Clark was there. There are
Holding. Defense number 27. It's a 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Like Rich said, you got help over the top. He started to panic.
Bradley, delivers an open Chosen, who is into space, and Robbie Chosen has it inside the 10. That's a pickup of 30 yards, and the Niners with a 1st and goal trying to take the lead. 86 yards, and he wants Keyshawn Vaughn out of the backfield. We'll see if the Raiders jumped or if this is a false start.
False start. Offense number 76.
That's his 3rd.
Yeah. First down.
Yes. Movement again, this time on the other side.
Snap infraction by the center, number 63. It's a 5-yard penalty. Let's go first down.
Barge, Trent Williams in play. 1st and goal still. Bradley slings it. Nobody there, and almost picked off.
Proud of us. Need a good rush here.
Raiders bring a lot of bodies. Bradley is sacked. Michael Barrett, last week's leading tackler, gets in there on the sack. And Kyle Shanahan takes a timeout with 48 seconds to go.
Darnay Holmes.
All watching this Raiders team trying to hold on here against the Niners in the preseason. Carter Bradley being chased on 3rd and goal, and it's incomplete. Is 3 for 4 this afternoon. Remember, the Raiders had a block kick last week. And it's hooking good. Nobody has an answer yet. Now Moody's going to put that one short of the goal line, and so they're coming out. Chris Collier would have had his steam, and he does take it out across the 30. 6 seconds, 7 seconds came off the clock. He's got Philip Dorsett to the top of your screen. He and Shedrick Jackson have a nice chemistry. Here comes the blitz. Miller didn't see it. He's sacked. Right off the edge. Chase Lucas, who has a pick in this game, also now with a big sack and a loss of 6.
You never saw it came from this blind side. It's going to come right here. They're one short. Back can't get over there quick enough. Seeing things for the first time.
Third sack for the Niners this afternoon. On 2nd and 16, Cam Miller steps up, gets away from one, cannot get away from the second. That is another sack. That's a loss of 1. Niners look like they're coming with a blitz. They back out of it. Miller hangs, throws, and it is picked off. And he's not touched down, and now he is. Jalen Mahoney with the interception.
Could be trying to stick this one in down the field. You can't fight the zoning defenders and trying to fit this one into the veteran Philip Dorsett. The safety sitting there waiting on this one the whole time.
And he never got into it either, Rich. Off his back foot was Sebastian Valdez. Bradley to the air. Over the middle. It's bobbled and dropped by Owens. Bradley. Nope. Good coverage, Cody Lindenberg. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. It's long enough, and Moody drilled it. Would be a career long, and his 5th field goal of the game. Wins it for San Francisco at the buzzer.
To the Super Bowl for both teams.